Hey everyone, hope everyone had a good weekend. Today we are going to talk about setting up systems for your business, and this is something I've been wanting to address as I've been getting a lot of calls this year about the changes to QuickBooks and their subscriptions and the best systems to have for your accounting for your business. So I want to just get started talking about the topic and hopefully answer some questions that some of you guys may have had as things are evolving with QuickBooks and what you can be doing. My name is Jayce and I'm owner and accountant of Hooked Accounting, and I've been in the accounting field for over 5 years now, helping business owners stay compliant and keeping their books up to date, which is very important so that you can grow your business by using the data that you already have for your business. So let's go ahead and just get started. If you're on the live today watching with me, please go ahead and leave a comment, say hi. If you're on the replay, that would be great as well, just so I can get to know you guys and we can build a community here. So there are 5 simple steps that you can do to create an amazing bookkeeping system for your business, and it'll help you grow but also minimize the hiccups that you encounter as you're doing this. So let's go ahead and talk about how this is important for your business to make sure you're successful. It can be done without difficulty. It can be something that is very doable for you and your business. The good news is it's simple to set up. So the first thing is choosing the right software. And as I briefly mentioned when I started the live, QuickBooks unfortunately has gone to subscription-based not only for online but also for their desktop versions. So this has been a big shocker to people who have been using desktop QuickBooks for many years, where you could buy 1 year of the software and use it until it literally would not work for you anymore and then upgrade to a newer version. Well, now they have changed it as of 2022. Once you purchase the 22 software or newer, you have to renew your subscription every year. If you don't renew your subscription, you lose access to all of your data. Your financial data is completely gone, what you've been doing with QuickBooks. So it's important to make sure to upgrade your subscription. QuickBooks Online is something that they introduced several years ago, which is like the QuickBooks. It has the same features as QuickBooks Desktop, but on a whole different interface. QuickBooks Online can be accessed from anywhere, which is great. It just is a big change if you're used to QuickBooks Desktop. It tries to do a lot for you, so you have to really understand how QuickBooks is processing your data. But both are great. The reason QuickBooks is so large is because that is the software that most business owners and accountants use. Your CPAs, enrolled agents. There are other programs out there. There's, I believe, Xero. Quicken is more personal. Some people do use it for business. And I can't think of the others. I'm not familiar with the others because I use QuickBooks completely, and so do most accountants. So a lot of people are trying to find other avenues to cut the cost because QuickBooks prices has gone up. However, that may do you a disservice, especially if you don't check in with your accountants and your tax professionals, as that is what they primarily use. And if that's what they're primarily using, they're likely not going to be able to offer you as much service when they're not using a program because they're just not familiar with it, right? We don't want to tell you, yeah, we can do something for you, but we don't have any knowledge or experience in the software that you're using. So it's important to make sure you're using the same software that your team, your accountant, your tax professional are using, so that you guys can all be on the same page and work efficiently and effectively between each other. Keep in mind that when you purchase a software, no matter what software it is a tax deduction. It's a write-off for your business. So it does suck that the price is a little higher, but it also is going to help you because it'll be a little more of a deduction on your business. So kind of think of it that way. Look at the glass half full instead of half empty. So that's the first thing, is just choosing the right software that works for you and your accounting team, and that helps you work efficiently. The second step to this and having the right systems for your business is set up your accounts. So create separate accounts for your income and expenses, especially on your financials. We want to make sure that you have an account just for your income. Put all of your deposits in one account. Don't be putting expenses into that account. I know a lot of people will say to us, yeah, so we had this deposit, but some of that was for these expenses, and that deposit wasn't all income. But when you look at your financial statement, and this is what I help a lot of my clients do, when you look at the profit and loss, the top accounts are your income accounts. Then right under that, if you have specific expenses for your service, or if you're in the retail industry, maybe your cost of goods that you are selling, those accounts are right under your income, and they subtract from one another. So that's your gross profit at the top of your financial statement. So that helps differentiate between your income and your expenses. So it's important to make sure to set up those accounts properly. And again, that's something that I can help you with and help you determine, which accounts you should have in your cost of goods sold and which ones are more of an operational expense. So setting up those accounts is very important to really understand how your numbers are working for you. The third thing that's important to do in setting up your systems is tracking your transactions. And this can be done through QuickBooks using the rules. If you're using bank fees, you can set up rules for when 7-Eleven comes through your account, it takes it right into your auto expense. If you have Office Depot, that'll go right to your office expenses for your business. So being able to track your transactions, making sure you know what transactions are actually coming through your bank account. One of the easiest savings for most businesses, and personally, is to be able to see your subscriptions. Think personally, right? You sign up for Paramount because there's this show that you want to watch. You watch the show and then you're off back to Netflix. Do you remember that you signed up for that Paramount? Are you being charged every month for that Paramount and you're not using it? So by tracking your transactions, it gives you a greater awareness to what's actually coming through the business account and what actually is being used by the business and what maybe you can get rid of and save yourself a little money. The fourth thing is reconciling those accounts. So your bank accounts, credit cards, loans, I think that kind of covers it. All of those accounts, savings accounts, all of those accounts should be reconciled every month. Now, what does reconciling mean? Reconciling means checking what you say should have come through the bank account to what actually came through the bank account by matching your records to the bank. If this is something that is very tedious, is something that you have no interest in doing, which you shouldn't as the CEO of your company, that's when you need to make sure that you hire somebody like me to come in and reconcile your accounts every month. That way, if there's something that should be on the bank statement that's not, something that's on the bank statement that definitely shouldn't be, I can bring that to your attention and we can make sure that that's corrected so you have all the money in your account that you should have. So that is very important to be done every month. And then fifth is stay organized. Have a place, if you keep paper receipts, and if that should be something that you keep log of, just in case you're ever audited. Make a copy of your receipts because a lot of receipts fade over time. Keep a folder for your receipts so that they're just not everywhere. It should be one place that you go and drop them. If you can't file them every day, make a bin. And as you come home at the end of the day, your receipts go in that bin and you can file them later. Any tax documents, like in January, we receive a lot of 1099s, W-2s, a lot of tax forms come in at the beginning of the year. Make a folder to put everything in, and that'll help you stay organized. So all these little things can help you. QuickBooks has a lot of add-on features that you can either purchase or some of them are free, to where you can upload receipts to the actual transaction in your QuickBooks file. You can save employee W-2s and other tax forms for your employees right into the employee portals in QuickBooks. So those are also features that can help you in making sure everything's in one spot. They also have mileage tracking logs, so you can get rid of the notepad that's in your truck that is not being used, because who remembers to jot down the miles every time they stop? These are just things that help you in maintaining your records and keeping everything in one spot. QuickBooks, like I mentioned, also does have payroll features to where you can process payroll. Your employees can clock in and out through an app or through an iPad kiosk, and that'll also help you in keeping all of that data within the QuickBooks, and also help you automate some of those processes. So like I said, there's the 5 steps. We need to make sure to choose the right software to help us set up the right accounts in our financial statements. Track your transactions, make sure you know what's coming and going. Reconciling and matching up your records to the bank records every month to make sure everything is accurate and there's nothing that shouldn't be there. And just stay organized to keep yourself flowing, throughout your business. If you need help with something like this, if this is a lot for you to even think about setting up, to think about maintaining, that's definitely when you should be hiring and outsourcing these tasks to somebody. We want to make sure that you're spending all of your hard-earned time and make sure you're putting all of your efforts into servicing your clients to the best of your ability, and doing things that you shouldn't be doing as the CEO of your business, that you can hire somebody to help you with this, is definitely where you're going to help your business grow. So I do have spaces available if you are in need of these services. I'd be happy to jump on a call with you and talk about what this may look like for your business. If you have any general questions, I'm always available to those as well. And I hope this was helpful and gave you some tips on how to organize your business life and make things a little easier as you are growing your business and taking everything to the next level. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. I hope this was helpful today. I hope this answered some of the questions about the changes to QuickBooks. And if you have any further questions about that, I'd be happy to help you. They do have great customer support, so I wouldn't hesitate to also reach out to QuickBooks. If you're trying to upgrade from one year to another, I did want to put this in here. For desktop, if you're trying to upgrade 2022 to 2023, don't just go online. There's only one that shows on the website. It's $800, and that is not the only one you can get. There is, I think the upgrade for Plus or Pro is like $500, and the best thing to do is just call QuickBooks, call their support, and say, hey, I'm just trying to upgrade my subscription from 2022 to 2023, and they'll be able to help you get that upgrade done without spending the extra on the higher subscription. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I'd be happy to talk to you more. Have a great week, and I will talk to you guys next week.